G'day, I'm Brian Pickering, and along with Kay Brown, we do Food, Wine, Pets, Travel podcasts on a regular basis. I hope you can join us. Just go to foodwinepetstravel.com. Now, we also happen to be New Age Tribe members, and we would love to have been at the recent event over in Busselton in WA, but we couldn't be, so we thought we'd better catch up with Bryan and Lyndel Crow, the brains and the beauty behind the New Age Tribe. Bryan, give us an update on Busselton. What happened?
Yeah, what we did here at Busselton was we had 21 bands, which incorporated us from Victoria. We had Wayne and Julianne from Goulburn, who were coming over to catch up with their son for his 40th birthday, so they slotted this in beautifully. And also one of our members from South Australia who just wanted to come back and have a look around. It happened to be his 79th birthday on the Thursday night, so we asked him to be here, so we put on a birthday cake for him, and he was quite overwhelmed with it all.
You mentioned two of the members there, Wayne and Julianne. These are the Haigs, are they?
That is the Haigs.
Yes. Wayne's been very helpful with me. That's not how you do that. That's not how you do that. Do it this way.
Oh, you all learn from each other, and I'm sure he was only friendly advice.
No, he was. I'm joking.
No,
he was great. Both of them are great.
Wayne is very knowledgeable and is very good.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
No, we take it all in. Don't worry.
So then on the... most people had arrived by Friday, so Friday night we had a meet and greet, and just to sort of make life a bit easier so people didn't have to run back to their caravans preparing meals, we organised some pizzas.
Yep.
And that went down well. They had a really nice camp kitchen which kept us all warm, and actually probably a bit warm because there wasn't a lot of air circulation. Saturday we had the dealership from Perth come down and visit. They put on a sausage sizzle for lunch. The two technicians were running around helping people with any minor issues, similar to what happened up at Henty.
That's what I love about the tribe, where you involve the dealerships and you involve experts who know what they're talking about, just to give you a bit of a hand. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, just a little added touch of benefit to it all. So,
yeah.
And Saturday night we had our drinks and nibblies, and then we had the local American smoked beef trailer come in and supplied us with a wonderful meal, followed by apple crumble.
Wow.
All American style.
Yeah, we included local small businesses, with our catering. We used to do it, and it was a headache. So now we just ask locals to come in and help us, whether that be a Lions Club or a
school committee or a football club, etc.
Yeah.
So,
that's a great idea. And I noticed from some of the photos on the Tribe Facebook group page that you had a little bit of dancing going on there.
Well, no, there wasn't a lot. This one was one of our members decided she had this fancy app thing.
It was a fun app on the phone.
Funny app. So
we know how to have fun.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Sunday morning, the dealers got up and cooked us bacon and eggs for breakfast. Everyone did a bit of sightseeing, talking, looking around at other bands, and we had a BYO Barbie on Sunday night. We went to Barefoot Bowl, and that was spelled with a B-A-R-E, not B-E-A-R, the way I normally spell it.
Oh, with both.
So we had a bit of fun there, and then followed on to the local hotel for steak and chips for dinner, and then the Monday night we all had just a BYO Barbie. So,
and this is what we like about the group. We've only been to a couple of events so far because we're relatively new members, but happy to be so. But I guess it's all about the socialisation, the meeting of the people who are experienced and or inexperienced people, I guess like ourselves, learning from those who actually know, but we have the similar interests in the particular brand, the New Age Caravan brand, be they... What are the various brands? We got the Gecko, we got the Road Owl, we got the Oz Classic.
Apparently there are some manta rays.
Manta rays, oh, okay.
You got your Big Reds, you got your Blue Diamonds, the Desert Roses, a few Jewels, Wallabies, and some of the earlier models in the Bilbies, the Little Joeys, Conquest, and even a few gliders. So there's a real variety of models, sizes. And now with the introduction of the new Wayfinder, which is a camper trailer, we've actually got our first member that's joined that owns one. So once we start having those attend, we'll just have to make sure that we're sort of going to venues that are suitable so that they have got toilets and showers, etc. in the park, because the camper trailers are just a camper trailer.
That's right, yeah.
Getting back a little bit front, basically what we try and do is organise roughly 8 get-togethers that we can actually attend throughout the year in each state. A couple we double up on because, Queensland and New South Wales are so big, we need to put on 2. But our Christmas get-togethers are more or less like an impromptu that the dealers help out with. They host it rather than us be there and try and organise it and host it. But up until now, it's been about 8. The first couple of years we were doing 10 a year, and we were still working at that stage too. But from here, we're heading up the coast a little bit to a place
called Savanti, which is about 200 k's north, and we're having another just casual get-together. The dealership's going to come up and they're going to have a casual weekend with us this time. And as well as that, we've got 3 groups of our members putting one on an event or get-togethers on, one in a couple of weekends at Euroa in Victoria. The following weekend they're at Mudgee in New South Wales, and the weekend after that there's another group meeting at Kenilworth on the Sunshine Coast, Queensland.
Well, that's fantastic, Bryan, and obviously keeping you and Lyndel pretty busy. Now, tell us about your fundraising efforts you mentioned before, the Royal Flying Doctor Service.
Yeah, what we've done is tried to create a little bit of an activity at each get-together. So gold coin donation, we originally started off doing a paper plane challenge. We then moved on to quoits. And this year we've got quoits with a bit of a difference. We're using lightweight hollow frisbees, which the wind actually gets under, and people think that they're quite easy just to throw them onto a little orange cone that's 2 metres away. Yeah, think again. and it becomes very competitive. So what we're doing is we're fundraising money for the Royal Flying Doctor Service. One of our members unfortunately had to use their services going back 2 years ago when they rolled their rig up at Longreach, Queensland.
Ooh.
So we figured that was a rather appropriate charity for us. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
You mentioned the quoits there. Since one of the events, tribe events we were at, Kay actually bought me a set of quoits for me to practice with. Yeah.
I'm not competitive at all. No.
And to be honest, this is why I keep changing the activity, because people were actually getting their grandkids to make their paper planes for them.
It's amazing how competitive things can get, even though it's only a bit of fun. All the competitiveness can come out.
It looks like I need to sell my quoits on Gumtree, right?
No, stick with it.
They might be back.
Okay.
But of course, if they do, I'll put a different twist on it. So,
I'm sure you will.
It's all in fun and for a good cause, because we never know. And we hope we never do, but you never know when you're likely to need them.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Oh, good on you. Well, look, it's been wonderful chatting, and can't wait to hear about your next adventures and to catch up again at some event somewhere.
And seeing that it sounds like you guys are just so busy packing, I think you need a weekend away so that you can just chill and remind yourself how great this is going to be, hitting the road in your van, and you head out to Mudgee, and then you can come back and focus on finalising all your packing. And then hopefully we'll meet you up at Mackay. So that's our first event on the East Coast in early September.
I think we might be up that way, actually, because our plan is to go up to basically Cairns. We're going to Innisfail to see the String family. But, yeah, that may well be one of the ones we go to.
It'd be great to see you in Chinko with you.
Yeah.
So all our events and get-togethers are all listed on our website, so people can keep track, and we keep putting lots of stuff up on Facebook.
What's the website, Bryan?
It's www.newagetribe.org.
There we go. I knew that, but I just wanted to make sure you knew it.
He's a stirrer.
All righty.
I know.
Thank you very much.
When you got a good name like Bryan, even though you spell it the wrong way.
Yeah, yours is Bryan with a Y. Why? Because we like you, Mouse.
Something like that.
Thank you, Lyndel. Thank you, Bryan.
Safe travels.
It's lovely to chat with you. Take care.